to go see what the Mexico South Africa tickets are looking like. Wallahi, this shit said $4,000. $4,000. 4 bands, bro. 4 bands to watch this shit. Brother, if I'm getting 4 bands, this better be my seat. This better, right in the middle of the pitch. This better be my view. I better be able to, like, 360, like virtual reality, that VR shit. Matter of fact, this gonna be me. I better be able to walk the kids out. Just like that. Walk them out. I'm paying 4 bands. I better get a kit. I'm walking the kids out. I'm standing in the middle of the pitch looking at that shit. Not to keep in mind, I'm getting an autograph from every player, both sides. I'm getting pictures with everybody. I'm taking something home. I'm taking the ball home. I'm taking the fucking ball home. This shit talk about for you lost your mind. You lost your mind. We gonna be there though. I'm gonna be homeless. I told y'all, but we gonna be there.
Jesus, you're telling me ticket prices are this expensive? You look at around $69,000, $10,000, $16,000, bruh. I understand it's America and probably some people have some money to pay this, of course. But for the average football enthusiast, who's gonna afford this? Someone's like, we owe Qatar an apology. Man, in comparison to this, Qatar was way cheaper. $2,000 for Qatar World Cup finals. And this was your view? Damn! I better be able to pause the game to go to the bathroom. For $69,000, I better be playing, assisting, and scoring a goal.
Goddamn right.
In most countries, that's a down payment. In others, that can be the price of a home. And you're putting that on one game for one seat.
You know what I'm saying? I'll take a sugar daddy, bro. It don't even gotta be a mommy, bro. To watch the USA, bro. $2,000, bro. Oh, the $1,000 ones. You're next to the moon, bro. You're next to the moon. You and the moon are holding hands watching it together, bro. The $1,000, bro, 1.2K. You could travel to Europe, bro. You could travel to Europe, watch the Champions League, and come back, bro. Oh, and you could spend like a week or two there, bro. And then the final, look at the final. Oh, look at the $5,000, $8,000. Now that I think I'm the sugar daddy, I'm the one paying FIFA, all their employees. I'm the one paying it, bro. I'm the one paying it. Let's just say how it is, bro. Let's just say how it is, bro. $8,000, bro. $8,000. I better lift the trophy. I don't even care what country it is, bro. It could be the furthest country from mine. I want to lift the trophy if I pay $8,000. I want to be the one lifting it, bro.
Me watching 0-0 at a 90 minute after paying. You paid $8,000 just to see a 0-0 score? I'd be pissed. I'll need my refund expeditiously. If I'm paying $8K, I better get my jersey signed by every player on that pitch.
I wish I went to the last World Cup because these prices for America are insane. For 3 games, I paid $600 for the round of 16. I paid $400 for one group stage and $300 for the other. Do the math. I could have bought so many tickets at Qatar. And another thing, stop trusting these fucking resale sites. Stop trusting this because the only way you can get a ticket is through FIFA.com. Do not buy these. These are fucking scam. They're not guaranteeing you to get the seat. And they're not guaranteeing you where you're going to sit.
But look at that though. Qatar had category 4 tickets for $11, $19, $82. And in America, you have some of them, yes, there's one cheap one for $100, but you have others that are $560, $410. Now, in this economy, if you're willing to splurge and have that once in a lifetime experience of seeing the World Cup, then by all means, go for it. What do you expect? It's good old America. I mean, I'm not surprised. In America, all the ticket prices are high, but also in Canada, the ticket prices are high. I was trying to look for a couple of them here, and my God, they're a little bit pricey. Someone's like, these were the prices on the FIFA app too. Where do they sell the cheaper ones? $1,925? $2,430? My God, these prices are expensive. Some chick on here called me broke because I pointed out how egregious these new prices are compared to Qatar. She compared the World Cup to F1 and people should have $10K just on tickets alone. Some mofos are just really out of touch and don't care about price gouging.
This is insane. How many stadiums are just going to be empty at the World Cup? The prices have come out for the England games. The cheapest possible tickets you can get, the value category. Opening game against Croatia, $265. Games against Ghana and Panama, $220. The round of 32, $235. Round of 16, $295. Quarterfinal, $680. Semi-final, $920. And the final, if we got there, $4,185 for the cheapest possible ticket. You then look at the standard category, the sort of middle of the road, $500 for the opening game, up to $2,500 for the semi-final. It's just Normal match-going fans are just not going to be able to afford this. Like, plainly and simply, you will not have normal football fans going to these games. Especially when you factor in the cost of everything else. Hotel prices that have massively spiked in all of the cities that are hosting the World Cup for that period. You're talking hundreds, if not thousands of pounds a night for hotel rooms. I just think, you know, dynamic pricing and all of that nonsense, it's going to ruin it. Football needs atmospheres. My only hope is that in the same way as the Club World Cup that started with insane ticket prices and then no one was going to go, so they dropped the ticket prices down to like 2 for a tenner. Hopefully that happens, but as it is, what a joke.
In North America, I 100% believe that the stadiums are going to be full. There are people who have money who will be willing to spend, and there's some people who are willing to go and spend their retirement check, or even go and get a loan to go and watch a game. I don't think the rest of the world understands how much we as Americans pay for things. This is 100% normal for us. Let's also remember, you're not only paying, let's say, $2,000 or $500 just to watch one game. And of course, if you're going to be staying in the country for some time, you have to watch a couple of other games. So $500, $600 there. You're going to end up spending well over $5,000 just to watch some of these games, if not more. As an American, I generally wonder who they think will fill these stadiums. Most Americans just don't care that much about soccer, and I had hoped to go to like a cheaper group stage game in my area, but unless tickets get cheaper, I can't.
Well, the World Cup is coming to NYC, but obtaining a ticket's not gonna be easy.
They're outrageously expensive. A couple hundred maybe, a couple thousand, absolutely not.
I know they're a lot more than World Cups past, which I know has turned off me and a lot of my friends.
We are going to go no matter what the price is, but I've seen the prices already are like the back row of the upper deck is $650.
My husband's a huge World Cup fan, and he said that if he has to spend his retirement to get tickets, he's going to do it because that's how much he wants to go.
But hey, the World Cup is coming to NYC.
Why do Americans still accept these type of pricing for games like this? Like, you can go to England and watch other games and it's reasonably affordable. It doesn't make any sense. America was always going to ruin the World Cup. Now, after the backlash of the ticket prices being so high, FIFA finally responded and offered a supporter entry tier, whereby the tickets were going to be for $60 for a select few seats. And let's just say a lot of people were not happy with that.
Even when FIFA get it right, they get it wrong. Because after fan backlash, they've announced a massive change to the World Cup ticketing prices. At least that's what you'd imagine after a glance at their new shiny press release. Because they've announced that a new supporter entry tier will be available for the most loyal fans at the Summer World Cup. On paper, it sounds wonderful because they say that this supporter entry tier will allow for tickets to be available at just $60 at every single match at the World Cup. Obviously, it comes after the absolutely wild prices that they'd originally set for the matches. Fantastic stuff then. Good job, lads. Problem solved. Except not quite. Because if you actually look into the finer details of this new shiny policy, it roughly works out just over 1% of tickets per match. So in England's case, for example, for the group matches, only around 400 fans per game will actually get access to these £45 or $60 tickets. Even worse than that, there are 610 top cappers, which is the term given to England fans that have the most loyalty points. Meaning there will be 200 or so loyal fans who don't get a sniff of these cheaper tickets and instead will be paying hundreds of pounds per match. The cheek of them, the absolute cheek. This is nothing more than a token gesture.
The absolute cheek of them, guys. I find that a little bit funny with the accent, I won't lie. Okay, but do you understand that this is because the tickets are in such high demand, right? And the creator responded by saying, how many times does it have to be explained that supply and demand is a redundant argument when it comes to World Cup ticket pricing? So, and I agree with him because FIFA is a non-profit organization. So it doesn't make sense for it to charge high ticket prices like this. Or unless the sole purpose for it was to make profits.
What is this? FIFA has reduced the World Cup ticket prices after global backlash. No shit, brother. Y'all truthfully expected no backlash from this, huh? Yeah, y'all really thought that nobody was gonna say something. Brother, the cheapest tickets to the final was almost $9 grand. What? And I'm pretty sure those were like nosebleeds all the way up there. But chill, hold on. It is not as good as they're making it seem, brother. They're saying that only around 1,000 tickets per match will now be available as low as $60 to fans of the teams playing. Like, do they really not know that most of these stadiums hold more than 70,000 people? Some of them almost reaching 90,000, and how kind of them to only give us around 1,000 tickets at the low cost of $60. Hey, at least for $60, you'll be closer to God himself than the players on the field.
How much you want to bet those 1,000 tickets are going to be located very high up there, where you're going to see these players look like stick figures playing? Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on the FIFA ticket prices. If you think they're pretty okay and they're kind of standard to other game prices, or you think that they're way too high for the World Cup. Leave your comments down below and let me know what your thoughts are. If it's your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out this video. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. Nevertheless, I will see you guys when I see you. Peace.